Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Monday, April 28th, and I am definitely feeling better. The heat map's a little mix, more red, but all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence, and here is the heat map right there. So we'll go through the SPY, big cap, everything else, see what's going on, what's going to be popping today. But first, let's look at our Joe Leash jumpers, and I hope everybody's having a great Monday morning already. And let's see what's popping here, ADTX. Let's see. Hold on. Let me type things in here, right? ADTX. And let's see. Good morning, Louis Rodriguez and Laptop Travel, Asian Joe Lee, Barbara, Doge, and Mama 9. Everybody else to top it on here. How are we this morning? And here is our ADTX. David, how are you? And everybody else. And ADTX has jumped up a little bit this morning. It was moving a little bit last week, I do remember. And let's see, 233 to 235, and it's down at 225. And I do remember jumping around last week a little bit, but let's see. I think it's getting set up down here. So I think it's one to keep an eye on right here. ADTX, I might have to add that right to the list. ADTX and that PHIO, we had added that to the list last week, and that thing started to jump up there. Let's see what that's doing right here. I just know it was starting to move. There you go, 239 to 245, and it closed at 206 on Friday, and then today it's just sitting at 206. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. AMPY, let's see that one right now. Amplify Energy, and this one's jumped up there. Let's see, AMPY. And yeah, that did jump up a little higher than Friday, and it's up at 3. It got to 367. It's a 291 right now. But again, look at these bad boys. They jump up, and if you want to keep that momentum, you better be trading them Friday morning because that's when they're running. And or 4 a.m., not Friday morning, at 4 a.m. in the morning. And you got to be up and early and on Webull too. So, Darlene, how are you this morning? And let's look at GoVX, GOVX. Let's see what this is doing. This was running up the other day, it looks like. I don't think we were looking at this time, but there you go. It was running up the last few days, and now it's down a little bit. So we'll see how this Monday morning is looking. And INTJ, I know some people are talking about this. I know it had some momentum going in the after hours there. It was cruising up. You can see even Friday during the day, it was moving 97 to 118, and then it closed at 67. It had dipped back down. It's at 67 right now is what it looks like. It closed at like right around there. And let's see. That is pulled back way down. We'll have to take a look at this INTJ and see what they're up to right there, if they're going to be moving, but I'll take a look at that today. I know some people were talking about that one. And MHUA, this one looked like it was moving before. Let's see what it is doing. Yeah, it was popped up there on Friday, that's for sure. Today it's just kind of pulled back, but doesn't look bad. Almost healthy pullback, but it did cross back down. So we'd have to look at that. And MOLN, let's see what Molecular Partners is doing besides jumping up over 7% right now. MOLN. Let's see what it's doing here. It did jump up there Friday. There you go. And then today it's just hanging out 489 and actually pulled back there. So there you go with that one. And let's see SXTC. That's a small cap China one. And let's see, this was trying to jump up there, and I'll take a look at our regular list today, see what looks good, and keep you guys posted since we didn't do our Sunday show. And WW, that one's just kind of hopping around. And WW International right here. Let's see what's going on. Good morning, Laptop Travel. And let's see what else is happening with WW. Let me look. It did jump up a little bit more right there. So it is running up, and it pulled back. It's at 36. We'll look at it. It's in that channel. So we'll keep an eye on that WW. And there you go. It's your Joe Lee's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Joe Lee. Greatly appreciate them. And then let's see what our laptop lowdowns are looking like today. Let's see what we're up to here. CERO. Let's see what this is doing. That one was run up and pulled back. It kind of looks a little healthy right there, like it flattened out and trying to run back up. So keep an eye on that to try to curl back up. That one's a good look right there. CERO, CGTL, Creative Global. Wow, that went from top to bottom right there. We always love when that happens, as long as you're not in it. That's of course. And but we love when we're not in it. And it's even better if you run them up, get out, and then all of a sudden they dip down for whatever reason. It feels nice that you played it perfectly. But if you're not in it, it's probably going to be a good opportunity pretty soon. So we'll be watching that. And the COEP, I know that was run up there, took a really good dip. We look at this. This one just got into the top, and it is setting up. This could be a great opportunity right here. We've looked at this for a little while, and it has run up a lot. And see, that bad boy was running up, went flat, ran up, and here might be the big dip opportunity. I'll keep an eye on the COEP. It could be a good opportunity. And Gels was run up last week, and that's pulling back, and we'll see if that wants to curl back up here. It doesn't look like, yeah, it's just kind of hanging out. It does not look terrible, honestly. So we will keep an eye on that. And this Green Lane one, this one had that huge dip, so we're definitely keeping an eye on this one. It wants to get curled up right here. GNLN, and it is looking a little bit better right there. But again, it had that huge dip, and you know it's going to be down here curling up, so you're going to have to play the pops on that right now. And GPUS hyperscale data, and that one looks like it took a huge dip, and it's hitting that bottom. Let's see. GPUS, and yeah, that ran up Friday a little bit and then took a nice dip right there. That's Friday. Thursday it ran up, and Friday it took a nice dip, so it's not doing anything yet this morning. And we'll have to see. That is a low down right there. INTS right here, Intensity Therapeutics, and that is way down there. Let's see if it gets some intensity and start rolling up right there. It was trying to curl up, you can see. So we'll keep an eye on this Intensity Therapeutics, INTS. That could be a good one. And this Kids is moving, and I did say that was going to be moving last week. It's curling up, looking pretty good. And that one's cruising along. It's up this morning at 118. I know it was down at 111, maybe even a little lower the other day. And that one's up 10% and curling up, and that one could be a nice runner. So there you go, a KIDZ and VGI right here. This guy isn't looking bad either. I'd have to keep an eye on this today. It doesn't look bad. Look at this guy running up right there on Friday. And I would say keep an eye on that. Virtus Global Multi-Sector. It's a closed-end fund. So if you like them, VGI and VINC, that was way down there. And let's see if it's trying to curl up anytime soon. It's trying to make that base, and we'll probably see it make a base and come down a level. And that's perfectly fine, but we'll have to just let it, play the bounces level, and then come popping up a little bit, so you catch them, and then comes down, it pops up a good day, and then levels back down. So that's what you're looking at for these until that pattern gets broken. We kind of know exactly how that'll look. And there you go. It's your laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. Looks like Bitcoin and crypto are pretty green, looking at the stock cube over here. And let's sit here and look at a couple more. I'll see what you guys want to see real quick, and then we'll go through and take a look. How are you, Olga? And we'll take a look and see what's going on with our SPY and our big caps and them guys. So NWTG, Newton Golf over here. Let's see if it's getting ready for the golf season. It appears that it is. That's a good one, looking like it wants to get teed off right there. Let me type it in right. NWTG it is. And there we go, Newton Golf. And that does look pretty good, Barbara. I like that. Bring that back on there. Kids we just did looks really good. I do like Kids, VVOS. I mean, that sounds weird, but I like KIDZ as a stock ticker. We'll say that. And there you go. KIDZ is definitely looking good. We looked at it already just now, and it's up already 10% today and curling up, looking nice right there. And how about that VVOS right here? That had run up. Let's take a better look at it over here. VVOS. And just getting into the channel, I'd say it's flat, but just wait for that 20 to curl it up, and you'll be good. See if it pulls back at all and get a better price. So that's just what you're looking at right there. Anyway, this morning as they open up, I'll take a look at it. And Duo, this is a China small cap one trying to get set up in that channel as well. DUO. And let's see what's up with it. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking bad. It's just a little bit of pullback there this morning, 25 down to 23, and now it's at 24. And we'll see if it stays on this 20 and curls up. So we'll look at this one, and you could have a little bit of pullback for it to roll back up right there. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you there, Barbara. And there you go with them bad boys. And let's go ahead and look. PRTG, what's that doing? That's that Protage one, isn't it? Yeah, Portage, whatever. Portage Biotech, and we had looked at this one, and this one's running up right here. PRTG. And there you go. Look at them couple spike ups. And today, 940 to 1529. It's a 1299 right there. So there you go with that one. Portage Biotech. I know we've looked at that recently. And let's see what our big caps and everybody else are doing here. Let's see. We'll look at MicroStrategy and what is Toyota Motor doing? It was running up last night. I did see you post that 193. It's over that spot right there, Luis Rodriguez. How happy is he right now? And that's a beauty. And what's that? MicroStrategy is probably looking real good up, and it is looking pretty good. I'm telling you, Bitcoin crypto may pull back a little bit, and then it's going to get rolling, guys. It's getting set up for something big. You can see it again, and I think this time it's going to be big going up. Last time we said it, something was setting up, remember? And then they all of a sudden announced that crypto summit, and everything went downhill real quick after that. I mean, it went up on that Sunday morning, and after the Trump tweet, and then after that, it went right back downhill as we were approaching what was supposed to be a big crypto summit, and nothing happened really. So it was kind of odd. But anyway, these things are setting up again, crypto, and it does look like they're going to start taking off. STSS, they have a split coming up today. So let's definitely a 1 for 300. They're really diluting the hell out of that one right there. So, yeah, reverse split play you're watching right there, Sam. I like it. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. And let's go ahead and look and see what our big caps and our SPY are doing. That's what our heat map looks like at the minute. And let's see. SPY is down $1.38. It doesn't even look terrible, though, guys. I'm not going to lie. It don't look bad there. And it definitely doesn't look bad there. It could easily go back up right from there. So, not looking too bad, I must say. Let me just see something real quick. I never even checked. Okay, good. I was just making sure that the mic was the right mic. All right, here we go. Let's look at our big caps and see what they're doing. And of course, our Mag 7 first. Here's our Apple. It's up 9 cents, and it doesn't look bad. And I know earnings season's coming up. That one's going to be Thursday right there. So let's see about Apple over here and see what these guys are doing today anyway. They don't look bad. They're just a little bit flat. That doesn't look bad anyway. Let's look at the rest of these Mag 7. Amazon's up a little bit, and that doesn't even look bad. So you could see some greenness coming on. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Flat right there. It's just waiting for something for whatever reason on a Monday morning. And let's see. It's just hanging out after spring break. I guess it's recovering. I don't know. I guess that's what happened to me yesterday. My head just started hurting all of a sudden yesterday. And I think it was my allergies, to be honest with you, but definitely feeling better after some rest. So Google looking pretty good. Obviously, it jumped up there after the earnings, and it's just pulled back. But look, it's in that channel. So, I mean, yeah, they could pull back a little bit just to stay in this channel. But they are looking pretty good, I must say, so far. And Meta is up 657, and that one looks good. So I could see things moving up today. They don't look bad at all. Meta looks really good to try to roll from there at the moment. And Microsoft right here is pulling back, but that one also looks pretty damn good. And let's see what it's doing up here. Yeah, look at that thing. If it gets back into that channel, it's going to stay in there and curl up. So these things aren't even looking bad either, guys. The market's not looking bad this morning. NVIDIA right here is down $1.72. Not bad. It's just in that channel. So they have it in a spot where they can definitely control it easily, and they're keeping it out of this bottom territory where people have to worry. So I thought they'd keep them down in these channels because they had good support down there, but they're keeping them in the 20 and 50 right there. So not bad. And let's see what Tesla is doing. Our good friend is up 285, and this one you could see a little bit of pullback, but look at that setup going on. What the heck is going on at Tesla besides Elon coming back, guys? Tesla's looking really good there, 287. You could really get cruising there. So yeah, Tesla's looking pretty nice, I must say. Maybe you get a little bit of pullback, but Tesla looks like it's getting ready to rock and roll some more. It's been running up there, and there's your Mag 7. That's what your heat map looks like. So it says Nvidia's pulled back, but I don't really know about that. $1.78. I mean, it's pulled back from the other day, but it doesn't look bad. It's tough, to be honest with you. So, and we just looked at it, but just looking at it again, yeah, a little bit of healthy pullback right there. So not bad. And let's go ahead and run through the other ones. And we didn't look at them last night. AMC up a little bit. Not looking too bad there either. If it can get back, it looks like it's trying to set up. They do have their earnings coming up May 7th. So that'll be next week, right? Yeah, next Monday, actually. No, I'm lying because that's April. I'm looking at, what did I say the date was? May 7th. Is that what I said? Yeah, May 7th would be Wednesday. So next Wednesday it would be. I'm looking at the wrong date. AMC, let's go ahead and look at GameStop. And these guys, that's down 8 cents and not looking bad there. Chewy was looking good. It's down a little bit, but still setting up. And Unity's not looking bad and setting up. So them guys are really looking pretty good. Netflix was running up last week. It's almost at 1100 again. So it's hitting that top. Be careful. It could pull back. Look at that setup, though. Looks like it wants to jump. Could pull back to set up some more. So we'll be keeping an eye on that Netflix. But I told you when it was under 1,000, it was going to 1,000, and now it's at 1,100 basically. So there you go with Netflix and AVGO. Let's look at some semiconductors here, and that one's just pulled back a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And again, let's see if they want to get back into the channel. I don't know. They're setting up, but they might have to just get back into that channel just to run a little bit this week. So that's perfectly fine. MU's still in that channel. So that one's not bad at all. And the semiconductors were looking good. Obviously, that Soxel was looking good last week, and it's only down 30 cents, and it's not looking bad. Little healthy pullback right there. And let's see what TSM is doing. That's down 84 cents, just a little bit flat, but not terrible right there. So that could easily get moving back up as well. And let's see what SMCI, you were just mentioning that one. Let's see what this one's doing right here. It's just a little bit flat. They do have their earnings coming up. When are they? Hold on. Let me see. SMCI. And let's see. When were their earnings? I forget. Hold on. Their earnings are tomorrow. So, yeah, it doesn't even say it on here. It usually would, but I don't see it on there. SMCI. Let me see. That's weird. Anyway, there you go. SMCI. It says it's earnings. I don't see it on here though, but Luis Rodriguez said it was, and I believe him. And he just posted the thing, so we'll look at that. But that's just a little bit flat right there. We'll keep an eye on that one. AMD right here. Let's see. It's down a hair, just like the rest of them, but they're not looking bad. And their earnings are coming up on May 6th. So that is next Tuesday it is. So that'll be next week for AMD and QCOM right here. Just down. They all have that same look. So we'll just blast through them. Intel, that was down before. And this one looks like it could be getting set up to roll back off. So they're not looking bad. And we do like when they're over the MACD and they can roll back off. We know to look at them and they pull back. And that's what some of these have that look. What's this? PayPal just had or has their earnings coming up tomorrow right there. So we'll keep an eye on that one. And most of these earnings are coming out right now. In the next week or two, it's starting to become earnings season. Snow had popped up there last week, wasn't looking bad. And Dell just hanging out at the 50. And so yeah, Dell just at the 50 right there, and PLTR Palantir down, but that's well over $100 and still looks like it wants to get up into that top right there. So not looking bad. And Sophie's trying to run up some more and not looking too bad at the moment. Mara and Riot were looking good. They're still setting up, looking good right there. Look at them guys. I mean, and Clean Spark was looking great, and that thing's still running up and looking really good. So there you go for them. Coinbase wasn't looking too bad last week, and neither was Robinhood still up. So both of them were looking good as crypto starting to set up some more. And that MicroStrategy is up $5. And there you go with that. And DJT right there is down 12 cents. And again, not looking bad. You could see a little bit of pullback right there. And then let's see what Fun's doing, just hanging out. But that's going to get some fun right there. So there you go with them bad boys. And what's Boeing doing? That one's moving up. And Lockheed Martin is too. That one's been looking good. And how about that Huntington Ingalls? That thing, it's hitting the top right there. So we'll keep an eye on it. And there you go with them guys right there. And let's see what else you guys want to see. And here I'll just send this out. There we go. SMCI earnings are tomorrow. So I just reposted that. A ton of good ones right there. And Luis Rodriguez he posted the earnings thing, so I reposted it for you guys. And let's see what else. True Golf, no problem. And looking at re-enter that ATPC, isn't that AGAPE or something like that? Something like that. Yep, AGAPE. And let's see, it's just pulling back, has some good support there. Yeah, you know what? It might not be a bad one, as it's saying in the top right there. You can see it trying to roll up again. So definitely keep an eye on that. You know, if it gets back over that 225 area, it's probably going to be popping. It was trying to do it. It looks like, is that today? That was Friday. Let's see, ATPC. And that's Friday's date. It's not moving yet, but yeah, I would keep an eye on that to try to roll back up. You can see it trying to move. All you need is that curl, and it will start to. So there you go, right there. And let's see what else is going on right here. Let me take a look and see what's going on. Let me look and see. The new Model 6 for Tesla. Is that what they have going on? Something like that. Tesla does have some crazy stuff going on, especially with their robots and stuff like that. So I mean, they got that going on, and Elon's just a bright dude. We know that. There's your heat map right there. Not looking bad. Let's see what's going on over here real quick and see if we see anything. That AGMH is up a little bit this morning. There's your WW and that Green Lane DMN. And of course, we'll look at Logic Mark. Let's see where that's at real quick. There you go. I was just getting there. Logic Mark. Let's see. It's just sitting still right at the moment right there. Let me take a better look at it this morning and see, are you moving? It is moving a little bit, and it is up a little bit because it was at that 0.088. Oh, it moved up and came back down. It moved up and then came back down to there, didn't it? So we'll just keep an eye on that, but it is trying to wake up, it looks like. Let's see. And that is today's date. So yeah, it's moving around at least, and let's see what it's going to do. I mean, it should be moving. This thing's as flat as can be and way down here, and I don't see any reverse splits or anything. So we'll keep an eye on that. Everybody keep an eye for a reverse split if you see anything like that. But other than that, it does not look bad right there. So we'll be keeping our eye on Logic Mark. You know that. And PMAX right there is up a little bit. Not looking too bad. Rolling up. Soxel. And let's see that BTOG. We've been watching this. This is getting set back up, guys, as Bit Origin. You can see this thing got back into the 20. Looks pretty good right there. So keep your eye on BTOG, and that Big Bear's running back up, and we nailed that one the other day. Someone played that. I know that. And that INTJ, we looked at that one. Let's see what else is going on. That JYD, that thing is trying to curl back up some more. We nailed that the other day. And let's see what's going on with it. Yeah, it isn't looking too bad right there. So you might want to keep an eye on that one. And let's see that OMEX was running up last Friday. Anything else? Let me take a look. I don't see anything over there. Let me see over here if I see anything crazy. SNTI, what's this doing? It's ran up already. I don't know if we're going to do anything with that, but there's that Australian oilseed holdings. We've looked at this a million times. Coot, this thing does run around a lot. I don't know what the heck they do, but it does run around. That PMAX we just looked at in Green Lane. So yeah, nothing too crazy over there. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, True Golf. No, it's not looking bad, honestly. It looks like it wants to tee back off. Yeah, no, I like True Golf right here. I was saying thanks for bringing that one back up. But I'm not sure if you heard me say that, but yeah, it's not looking bad right here. I would say True Golf is trying to run up. It was running up the other day. It's not doing anything right at the moment. It still has Friday's date right there. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. You can see it trying to cruise right back up there. So not looking bad for True Golf. I do like it. And obviously you could see it trying to get set up down the road as well. So doesn't look bad for golf season. And again, look at that roll up right there. So catch that pop up and get rid of it, because you know it'll come back down and roll back up as it gets set up, but it will have a really big pop off. But you can play the pops as it's rolling up right there. So yeah, no, I do like True Golf at the moment, not looking bad. And two roll up right there. Let's see what else is in the top right here. INEO. Let's see, that one's rolling up there. And the CGON, keep an eye on this guy because it's in the top right there. It does have earnings today, actually, and it ran up for earnings, so be careful. But it just peeked its head into the top. It could come back out with them earnings. And BTTR, Better Choice Company, that's down. But there's that KIDZ, and that's up pretty good. And keep an eye on that. We were all over this one. And that one looking pretty good right there as it's curling up. Let's see what it looks like over here again. It's not bad. Let's see. I mean, it has to get through right there, but it is run up to 118, so not a bad one for that. And we'll keep an eye and see if it can run up a little bit higher for us, but that's not too bad right there. And let's see if there's anything else I'm missing over here. Let me take a look and see what's going on. Hold on one second. And that PRTG we looked at, Ripple's way up this morning. Oh, yeah, let's look at crypto. Like I said, it is up. And Bitcoin's at 95,372. Sol's at 152 right now. Ripple's at 232. And Ethereum's at 1816. And Cardano's at 72. And let's take a look at them. And we knew that they were going to get rolling here. And there you go. They do look pretty good to try to roll back up into that 100,000 mark for Bitcoin. So keep an eye on that. Let's look at Solana right here and see what it's doing. Solana right there is rolling back up, looking pretty good. I know the ETF was right around a 6 million market cap this morning, so that wasn't too bad. It made a nice base right there, even with someone trying to dump it. Ethereum looking really good. Holy shit, Ethereum looks really good, guys. So might want to keep an eye on that. And Ripple was ripping right there, and we knew it was going to start, and it is. Here we go. Ripple. There you go. It's ripping. All right. So there you go for Ripple. So yeah, I would say that the crypto scene is looking good. Bonk's up like 30-something% too. So that's looking good. And it looks like that ETS at what, a 5.8 market cap. It's right there. It took that nice dip, 5.9 it looks like. And it did take that nice dip yesterday. It looks like it should try to start rolling back up today and really start moving. So it's just cruising along right there. But yeah, it took some nice dippage, and I'd say it made a nice base right there. There's our market for the morning right there. Let me see what else is going on. Let's look at this BON, and that thing's going to be cruising up 6% right here. And keep an eye on that bad boy because that's looking pretty good. And what's that AREB doing? That's actually pulled back, but that was a good one last week. And like I said, that BTOG is looking pretty good. And BDRX, this one's just sitting still, but this was moving up there Friday. And let's see what it's doing here. It's right in that channel right there. And let's see, that is Friday's date, so it's not really doing anything. It says it's at 155. It was up in the after hours. I know that. So 163 on that. And this hit wasn't looking too bad. It's just sitting still right there on the 20, but it is popping around. So keep an eye on that one. A couple decent ones right there. To keep an eye on, OCGN is down a little bit, but you know this one's getting set up right there. So even watch for it to pull back a little bit as it gets set up. You might see a little pullback right there. And that OMEX right here is down this morning. It was way up. And let's see, what's that Wolf doing? That's up a little bit right there. And WLGS, good old Wang and Lee, is down a little bit and not looking too bad. So we'll keep an eye on it. You can see it's just getting set up. It ran up last week for us. And there you go. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review right there. And ICON, what was Icon doing? Up a penny. And this one appears to be trying to get set up right there. So keep an eye on Icon right there. And but there you go, Barbara. And it's definitely a Monday morning. for sure. But yeah, I do like True Golf. I think it's trying to get set back up and tee back off. So we'll keep an eye on it. Good old True Golf. It's not moving yet this morning, so let me see how it opens up for you. But it's definitely looking pretty good to set up off of that Friday look right there and get back into that channel and try to move back up. And like I said, if it pulls back in here between your trend lines, it's fine. It's really getting set up, but it doesn't look like it wants to at the moment. It looks like it wants to jump up there. So keep an eye on that this morning, see what's going on. And that's what your heat map looks like. Tesla, Amazon, Meta all up, and NVIDIA is down a little bit. Everything else is just all over the place. And that's what it looks like. And yeah, Logic Mark just sitting right there. And we'll keep an eye on it. So it's just sitting tight, not doing anything this morning. Ran up to just a tiny bit, which was nothing really. And now came back down to where it was. So you can see it's been doing these like crazy I don't even know. It's the weirdest look ever. And then it sat flat, dipped down. I mean, that looked like it wanted to rip. That looked like it wanted to rip, and then went flat. So we'll see what it can do today. That 20 is not too far off. I mean, you're right there. It can get right there with no problem. We know that because it's already done it. So let's see what it can do today, and we'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep you guys posted, and there you go for a good pre-market review. I would say that looks pretty good, and let's see what BTCT is doing right here. Let's add up to BTCT, and that one, yeah, it's not looking bad as crypto starts rolling up, I must say. And yeah, let's keep an eye on that crypto, guys. It's looking pretty good, and we knew that, so I think that ETF just had some nice pullback, and that was perfectly fine, and everything else is looking pretty good. So there you go. And I was saying the other day, crypto is looking great to start ripping the markets. Getting set up, still has some time, but I think crypto, they're doing some crazy stuff with that. April jobs report, big tech earnings are on tap for the week, and stock futures fall as investors brace for a busy earnings week. America's the toll from Trump's tariffs, and stocks have a good bounce, have had a good bounce. But here's why an investment manager thinks lows will be retested. U.S. stock futures slip before barrage of earnings. So it could be a wild week, obviously, with all these crazy earnings coming up and lots of earnings. So they could have missed a bunch too, and we'll be keeping an eye on everything. So we'll be playing it. And of course, crypto is looking pretty good. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a good pre-market review right there, and we will be all over the market. I'll keep you guys posted today. Let me know if you guys want to see anything. I'll let you know if I see anything, and we'll get rocking and rolling and start crushing this market every day again. Just playing it safe like we always do, one at a time, and rolling through it. So yeah, we know what we're looking at. And then here you go, BON is cruising up right there, moving up a little bit. We did like that. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a really good pre-market review for everything. And keep your eye on crypto as it's ripping up there. The market could have a little bit of pullback. It's just sitting there kind of flat. Where is our SPY as we hop off right here? Down 79 cents and really not looking too bad. So I'll keep an eye and keep you guys posted. And there you go, everybody. So be sure to trade smart, lock in your profits, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. So goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.